And it's time for the Weekend Roundup. You got Tex here. We're going to be telling you about everything going on here in the scenic city and the nearby areas for this coming weekend. So if you don't have any plans, you just might by the end of this show. Of course, first off the bat, speaking of bats, in back-to-back homestands, the Chattanooga Lookouts are going to be taking on first the Biloxi Shuckers and then the Tennessee Smokies before going on the road during the Riverbend Festival. Today, which is also Classic Car Night featuring vehicles from the Coker Tire Collection, they're going to be playing the Biloxi Shuckers. Game time is at 7:15, so that gives you just slightly over an hour to be able to get there. But if you get too frazzled trying to get there in a big hurry, they are having drink specials starting at $2. Going from there, Friday night, still playing the Shuckers, they're going to be having their Salute to Heroes, honoring service personnel and fireworks after the game. Of course, that is weather permitting, but we think they're going to have good weather for this. And that game time is also 7:15. And then on Saturday, they're going to be having the Lookouts logo baseball giveaway to the first 1,000 fans that show up as they play they're playing the Shuckers 4 days in a row, today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then on Sunday, though, instead of being at 7:15 like the other three, they're going to be playing at 2:15 in the afternoon, and it's going to be SunTrust Sunday, where you can trade canned goods for a free general admission ticket. Those canned goods will go towards the Chattanooga Area Food Bank. In fact, for the kids, they can do a catch on the field after the game, where the kids can bring their glove and play catch after the game down on the field. Then starting on Monday, June the 1st, they're going to switch to playing the Tennessee Smokies, where they'll be having kids eat free. Kids 12 and under will get a voucher for a free hot dog and soft drink. And boy, with the prices of things these days, that could save you a bundle if you've got several kids. They're also having National Park Night, celebrating the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park, and that game will start at 7:15. Tuesday the 2nd, they're going to be giving away free flowers to the first 1,000 women through the gates, courtesy of Ivy Lane Floral and Gifts in Ooltewah. There again, that game will also be at 7:15. But the final game of the stand, which will be on Wednesday the 3rd against the Tennessee Smokies, is going to be their business person special. It'll be at 11:15 a.m., so that everybody has a chance to take a midday break from the office or, from whatever you need a break from. So a full week for the Chattanooga Lookouts coming up. Well, as always, Chattanooga always has just a bunch of music. Well, this week, of course, as is most Friday nights, we have Nightfall Concert. And they're going to be having a group called the Spirit Family Reunion. This is a New York string band that plays traditional Americana music. Many bands have started kind of playing back like the old days, where everybody would stand around one microphone. And that's one of the things this band does, but they said that they really like it more as an approach to their music. The vocalist guitarist Nick Pankin said, "I like it because it's almost like a Quaker meeting, where it's like, well, if you have something to say, stand up here and say it." So in the Spirit Family Reunion, the players will share a brand of neo-folk string band music that's raw, enthusiastic, and true to the spirit of the troubadour forebearers, and influences such as Bob Dylan, Woody Guthrie, and Leadbelly. And there again, this will be starting at 8 o'clock on Friday evening. Big Kitty will be the opening act at 7 p.m. at Miller Plaza. And as always, it's free. And if you want food or drinks, they will have some there that you can buy. Well, starting up their initial opening act at Lake Winnipesauk's Jukebox Junction concert series, they're going to be having Big Schmo in concert. Well, Big Schmo is shot to fame with the viral video Kicking It in Tennessee, and he's going to be performing at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. there at Lake Winnie. And the concert is free if you buy Lake Winnie admission, or if you just want to see the concert, you can get a bypass with no rides for only $12 for a show-only ticket. So we've got one group from way back in the day, Starship, from the old Jefferson Starship. Starship featuring Mickey Thomas is going to be at the Memorial Auditorium on Friday evening at 8 p.m. You know, this is the band that delivered such pop songs as We Built This City on Love, Sarah, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now back in the 1980s. Well, it's being led by the co-founder Paul Kantner and, of course, Mickey Thomas. And the band is still active, but they've kind of shifted their focus here recently, and they focus more on psychedelic and electric folk music rather than the pop-driven tunes it was known for back in the early to mid-'80s. So even if you've heard the group in the past, you might hear something different this time around. Well, tickets for this event start at $26. And the ticket purchases are supporting fundraising efforts for the Chattanooga and Cleveland Professional Firefighters Associations. So, this spring benefit show is going to be a big help to those agencies. Then going on from there, we've got a new venue opening up. It's going to be called the Northwest Georgia Music Jam. And they're going to be starting up with Confederate Railroad, Southlander, and Bobby Bear. Boy, talk about a name from the past. They're going to be doing this on noon, Saturday the 30th, at Sunrise Farm, which is down in Trenton, Georgia. That's at 2727 Highway 301 South. Admission is going to be $25 if purchased in advance online, or $30 at the gate. Ages 12 and under are free. And you can also buy a $70 VIP pass, which includes a meet and greet with the bands. I say, bring a lawn chair or a blanket. Gates open at noon. And from noon to 3, they're going to be having the King's Cruisers Car Club Classic Car Show. And the music will start at 3 o'clock and go till 8 o'clock. Yeah, Sunrise Farms is a 65-acre property that's going to be serving as the event site, which is a new endeavor for them. They've done private shows in the past, but they're hoping to expand and start doing more things like this, doing fundraisers and whatnot. He says, this won't be Bonnaroo or Woodstock. It's more of a family setting. You can just relax and bring your chair. Well, this particular event will benefit several different area organizations, including the American Autism Foundation, the Teen Challenge of Chattanooga, and the Davis Volunteer Fire Department, and the Ider, Alabama High School Marching Band. So, of course, Southlander is a local band, play kind of country rock, blues, and the band is headed by Mark Herndon, formerly of Alabama. And of course, I think everybody listening knows who Confederate Railroad is. But then Bobby Bear was well known back in the 70s when he had a string of country hits back in the 70s. So he hasn't been real active lately, but at the same time, I'm sure that he's got fans out there that would love the chance to be able to see him. And finally, going to the complete other end of the musical spectrum, Elle and Altos is going to be having a special Hops and Opera presentation on Saturday. This is the 7th showcase of female opera singers, and there will be beer available. So, Hops and Opera. So they're going to have a number of different women that are going to be singing different arias and whatnot. So it's actually going to be quite an event. Sounds like it ought to be a lot of fun. This is going to be from 7:30 to 9 p.m. on Saturday at Summit Pianos at 6209 Lee Highway. So if you want to enjoy the hops end of it, you do have to be 21, but kids are welcome. And soft drinks will be available for the kids, or if you just would prefer a soft drink. Admission is free. So there again, if you want to expose the kids to a type of music they may not have heard before, this is a good opportunity for that. This will be laid back. You won't be having to sit through the entire opera. You'll just be hearing, like I said, the important parts, the arias, and go from there. And speaking of the arias, they're going to be having a second event on Sunday, May 31st, from 6 to 8 p.m. It's going to be called Artiste Affamati's Open Mic for Opera Singers. And this is going to be happening at the Foundry inside the Chattanooga Hotel down on Broad Street. So they're going to let vocalists perform songs of their choosing. And so just mic night with a difference. So that actually sounds kind of interesting. That could be, how open mic nights can be. You can see somebody there that really impresses you, and sometimes it's just a good show. Well, looks like we might have a caller calling in. Calls
will be answered.
Let's see if I can.
No, man, this is not Dish Network. You have the wrong number.
Well, we apparently had a wrong number. Okay, well. Which, incidentally, our phone number here for wrong numbers or for right numbers is 800-894-49. That's area code 423-800-8949. And if you have anything coming up in the local area, some sort of event that you'd like for everybody to know about, give us a call and we'll put it on our schedule. We can let everybody know about it either today, or if you call during the week, we can put it on our list and have it for next Thursday's weekend roundup. Some of the most fun things that happen are just neighborhood events. Well, going on from there, over at the Chattanooga Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be having a Discover the Dinosaurs. This is a traveling exhibit that's been here before, but it's come back. I think they come like every summer. And that's Discovering the Dinosaurs, giving families a chance to explore the wonder and mystery of our prehistoric past. The exhibit consists of 8 to 10 different scenes, each representing dinosaurs from a particular period in time in which they lived. They try to recreate what it might have looked like at the time. This is a very fun event for kids of all ages. So if you've got a young one that's really interested in dinosaurs, this would make their weekend right here. Guests can move through the exhibit at their own pace. There are no set performance times. So if they want to stick around and look at something a little longer, they can do that. And they've got a lot to look at. They've got like the Dino Dig, where a junior paleontologist can brush away sand to find dinosaur fossils. They've got the Dino Theater, which is educational and entertaining movies played on a dinosaur-sized screen. The Dino Den, which has 10 or more whimsical, colorful dinosaurs for the younger guests to be able to sit on, hug, touch, play with. You've got dinosaur rides where they actually have a saddle on the back of an animatronic T-Rex or on the Triceratops. So that could be a lot of fun. I almost kind of look at it as the bucking bull at some of the bars you see around town, but instead of a bull, it's a dinosaur. I wonder if they throw you off or if you just get to ride it around. Of course, they've got some inflatables there. They've actually got a mini golf course where you can learn facts about dinosaurs as they play the mini golf. They've got gem and fossil panning. They've got dino face painting. So, quite a bit of stuff for them to be able to do. And children from 2 to 12 can get an exhibit only, which includes the dinosaur exhibit and the Dino Dig, Dino Den, Dino Theater, Dino Coloring Station, and Scavenger Hunt. Or they can get the Exhibit Plus, which adds the mini golf, the inflatables, and unlimited rides. The gem and fossil mining and face painting are extra. So the people suggest purchasing tickets online to avoid a wait during peak times. However, exhibit-only tickets cannot be purchased online and must be purchased at the time. So if you want to try to find out more about the times or the exhibits or to purchase tickets, just go to discoverthedinosaurs.com. So like I said, something that'll really get the kids going there. And of course, something else that'll get the kids going, young kids or even maybe some of the old kids, Mayfield Dairies is rolling out some new ice cream flavors. In fact, they're even promoting the new options with a new packaging design to be able to grab everybody's attention. The 111-year-old dairy unveiled summertime flavors like cherry chocolate chip ice cream, Yellow Brick Road ice cream. I wonder if that's going to be kind of like Rocky Road. Yellow Brick Road. Sea salt caramel cheesecake ice cream. Whew. Sea salt caramel cheesecake. That's a lot of flavors in one thing there. Eggnog flavored custard and peppermint stick ice cream. Mayfield is also adding mint ice cream sandwiches and mint brown cows to its frozen treat lines. So, altogether, Mayfield actually has over 50 ice cream flavors and novelties. And so a lot of these special flavors, like I was just telling y'all about, are seasonal and only available for a short time period. So, and to where people can actually see what they're talking about. Instead of the traditional yellow tubs, the feature flavors will be in colorful, animated type packaging that features Maggie the cow on her mythic flavor testing adventures. So sounds like you might almost want to buy it just for the package alone if you get the ice cream as an extra side treat. But speaking of a treat, Coca-Cola is going to be having a special exhibit coming through our area for the next several days. Last summer, Coca-Cola introduced a Share the Coke campaign where they put different names and statements on the bottles. So everybody'd go rummaging through the stores trying to find their name or find the name of a special person for them. Well, the promotion is back this year with hundreds of new names, according to the company, as well as labels like Bestie and Wingman and Better Half. And so, just a whole lot of new ones to start looking at. Mom, dad, sis. The personalized products appear on Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, and Coke Zero Complete. I haven't even heard of Coke Zero Complete. I've heard of Coke Zero. So the fun part about this is that at their 3 Share a Coke tour stops here in Chattanooga, They're going to have a lot of these new ones. Plus, you can actually get your own done. If you've got an unusual name, like my wife, she has an unusual name. She never finds anything with her name. You can get customized ones made right there, free of charge. You can find them at Rock City right now. You can find them at Lake Winnipesaukee tomorrow, and at Hamilton Place Mall on Saturday, May 30th. You can find them at any of those locations from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So really makes you want to go break open a cold one. We'll be back in a few minutes with more Weekend Roundup.
Give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Right now, you can save half off at hotnewstalkradio.com. Go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click half off for exceptional deals on new and pre-owned unique quality items. For Hamilton County residents only. Save half off at Jet's Pizza, golf clubs, coffee, tea, a real sword, jewelry, and much more. It's half off. Go to half off at hotnewstalkradio.com right now, then click on half off to save big. Be sure to join us live Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. as we bring you lots of fantastic deals right here, AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio. hotnewstalkradio.com and half off.
Don't worry, just relax, you need a car. Come to Autolux.
My wife and I keep the cost down. We sell a quality vehicle at a great price. Our overhead is low. I have no employees, so I can keep my costs down. In turn, the consumer gets a better price. Everything that I sell is emission ready. We really try to go the extra mile for our customer. I don't have to pay an employee commission. I don't have to pay somebody to come out here and wash my cars. I do it all from buying to selling from A to Z. I don't have the overhead where I have to raise the price on my vehicle to cover costs. Here at Automax, you're going to guarantee that you get credit. As long as you're making those payments, you're going to build on your credit. Unlike the buy here, pay here's where they don't report to credit bureaus, we report to all three credit bureaus. The subprime lenders that we deal with, you don't have to have any credit, or you can have bad credit. You can even have a bankruptcy, a repossession.
Don't worry, just relax, you need a car. Come to Autolux.
Surgery does not have to be financially painful. Hi, I'm Surgical Dr. David Red, and I'd like to invite you to my walk-in surgery clinic in North Shore. Quick Surge brings you immediate relief from moles, skin tags, maybe a laceration. Quick Surge. You walk in, fill out a mini form, I numb the area I'll treat, and before you know it, you're on your way home. Do I take insurance? No, because I take cash customers. I have super low and fixed prices, credit card, check, or cash. Uninsured? Member of the working financially disadvantaged? Choose Quick Surge. I publish prices online. No murk, just sunshine. Hassle-free, pain-free. Love the idea of a personal relationship with a doctor? Drop in with a nasty cut from work. Quick Surge. I'll take care of you. Quick Surge in the Public Center on the North Shore. No insurance hassles with Quick Surge. The national medical system is dysfunctional, overpriced, very alienating. I'm part of the solution, and so are you. Come on home. Quicksurge.com. QUIKSURG. Relief.
When my brother and I opened the first Jet's Pizza, we believed if we made the best pizza, customers would find us. So we made fresh dough each day, used fresh toppings, and premium mozzarella cheese. 300 plus stores later, we still do.
Try Jet's famous 8-corner pizza with premium mozzarella cheese and one topping, now just $11.99 for a limited time only. Jet's Pizza, the best pizza in town. 3600 Hickson Pike.
Life is short. Eat better pizza.
Let's get Jet's.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
You love your hometown. Are you interested in free markets, in local economy? Do you hope that Chattanooga can survive the next meltdown, the next chain of disasters in the national economy? What's the best way to live out the ideals of self-government and self-determination? Join me, David Toulis, weekdays 1 to 3.
News Talk 1240.
Love your neighbor, buy local.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News
Talk 1240.
And the weekend roundup is back. Woo. It's just amazing how much stuff there is here in town. Yeah, and we hadn't even gotten to some of the regular stuff like the farmers market. The Chattanooga market, of course, takes place every Sunday down at the First Tennessee Pavilion. And as always, they've always got, great music there. Well, this week, they're going to have two different popular bluegrass bands. They'll keep us all hopping. In fact, they've made that the theme this week. Every week they've got a different theme. Well, this week's theme will be Mountain View Bluegrass Day. First up is Lou Wamp and Bluetastic Fangrass. They're going to start about 12:30 for about an hour of bluegrass, swing, and swamp blues. And I think just about everybody here has heard of Lou Wamp. If you haven't heard of Lou Wamp, you need to get down there and listen to his music. Then you can tell everybody, yeah, I know who Lou Wamp is. He's pretty good. I enjoy him. Well, then at 2 p.m., the Possum Hunters will take the stage. That's a 6-piece bluegrass band that's been playing all over the place, just like Lou Wamp has. They put on a high-energy foot-stomping bluegrass, and they've been together for over 20 years now. And, of course, as always, they're going to have all sorts of food, fruit, art. This is peak season for fresh strawberries. So what better way to go get you some fresh strawberries, maybe some cheese, flowers, things of that nature, than to go spend the afternoon at the Chattanooga market. Of course, if you really want to get out and be active, we've always got stuff going on here in town, such as the Saudi Daisy Hiking Club. They've always got hikes going somewhere or another. And as always, if you go on any sort of hikes, you need to make sure that you wear the appropriate clothing and shoes, take plenty of water, and maybe a snack, depending upon how long a hike it is. Well, on Saturday, May 30th, they're going to be having a hike from Signal Mountain High School to the Prentice Cooper Poplar Springs Campground and back. That will be a 10-mile strenuous hike. So you better be in shape for that one. So anybody interested in going can meet at the Red Bank Bilo parking lot about 8 a.m. Well, then on June the 2nd, which is a Tuesday, they're going to be doing a mild walk at the Tennessee Riverwalk. They'll meet at the boathouse at 9 a.m. There's some other hikes going on in the area. Let's see. They're going to be having the Southside Stroll, which is going to be going around East and West Main Street neighborhoods for a stroll featuring art studios, gift shops, restaurants with special events and discounts tomorrow, Friday, May 29th, from 5 to 8 a.m. They're also going to be having a women's football game. The Tennessee Train, which is a local team, plays full contact football in the International Women's Football League game from 7 to 10 p.m. on Saturday, May 30th at Central High School over off of Highway 58. Admission is $10 a ticket. The Jewish Foundation of Greater Chattanooga is sponsoring a night run on Saturday, May 30th. This is actually an event that's based on a similar event that happens annually in Tel Aviv, Israel. In fact, a representative from the Consul General of Israel to the southeastern United States and also Chattanooga's Mayor Andy Burke will offer brief remarks at 9:45 p.m. before the race itself starts at 10 p.m. And they're going to be running down the river walk just past the boathouse, then returning to the starting line. So that will be quite an event right there for anybody interested in doing it. The event is also open to walkers. If you don't feel like running, you just want to get out and do a nice brisk walk, it's open to walkers of all ages. And this event will take place rain or shine. And as it is in Israel, the event will be followed with family-friendly music provided by Sound Force and treats by CC's Pizza and Milk and Honey. For registered participants 21 and older, there will also be an after party at Big River Grill. So registered participants will receive glow sticks because it is taking place at night, and T-shirts. And so if you're interested in doing this night run, which will be something really different and unique, you can register at www.nightrunChattanooga5k.org. There again, because that's a mouthful. nightrunChattanooga5k.org. Well, let's see. Oh, here's something kind of interesting. If you're interested in horses, especially big horses, they're having the Georgia Draft Horse Show in Cleveland at the Tri-State Exhibition Center. And this is a free event. Can't get better than free. The Georgia Draft Horse Association will hold its annual Spring Fun Show there in Cleveland this Friday and Saturday. Known as draft horses or work horses, these gentle giants are large horses bred for hard tasks such as plowing and other farm labor. You've got horses like the Clydesdale, which most people recognize from the Budweiser commercials, but you have other ones like the Percherons, the Friesians, the Belgians, the Haflingers, and of all things, Shetland ponies. Also popular draft horses. A lot of people don't know that Shetland ponies were actually used as draft horses to pull tiny little wagons in coal mines. So they were small enough that they would actually fit down in the coal mines that people were digging, and they would pull the wagons back and forth to get the coal out of the coal mines. So anyway, the Spring Fun Show will feature driving and riding heavy and light draft, draft cross, draft pony, and draft pony cross in a variety of class competitions. These will begin at 5 p.m. on Friday and at 10 a.m. on Saturday. So that sounds like a very interesting show. If you're at all interested in livestock, this would be something that'd be a little different, a little unique, and very interesting. We've got summer programs starting up with the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park. They have a summer slate of special programming that is bound to have something for just about everybody. Seems as though at the Chickamauga battlefield, every Wednesday through Saturday, visitors can join a park ranger for a hike to Snodgrass Hill or to Battle Line Row, where they can see how the soldiers, what the soldiers were doing back in September of 1863. They can also do a daily car caravan tour of the battlefield, stopping at various locations. And then every Monday through Saturday at the Visitor Center itself, there on Lafayette Road down in Fort O, Rangers will give talks focusing on the National Park Service's Find Your Park initiative, the creation of the National Military Park 125 years ago, and how it came about. They've got living history to allow visitors the opportunity to meet a Confederate or a Union soldier, and way more. Up at Lookout Mountain Battlefield up on top, again, Wednesday through Sundays, visitors can join a park ranger for a guided tour of Point Park. In fact, on Sundays, a ranger will lead an afternoon hike along the trails of Lookout Mountain, discussing how the battle unfolded in the foggy mists in 1863. You know, I think a lot of people in this area don't really appreciate sometimes all of the really fascinating history that this area has to offer. I mean, I've lived a number of different places, and that's one thing I've always loved about Chattanooga is how close history is here, how you can be just a part of that history. Well, they're at the Lookout Mountain Battlefield up at Point Park. An entry fee of $3 per adult, which is 16 and older, is required to enter Point Park. In fact, on Monday, June 1st, the price is going to rise to $5 per person. So for this weekend is your last chance to get into Point Park for $3. They also have tours of the Craven's House on Lookout Mountain, which are available on Saturday and Sunday afternoons. So you can always go to the Lookout Mountain Battlefield Visitor Center to find out more about some of the different things they've got going on all summer long. Even more stuff going on around the neighborhood. The Chattanooga Sports Ministries is hosting a family fun 5K run on May 30th at 9 a.m. at the Tennessee River Park. Now, this does have a registration fee of $30, but all proceeds will enable the Chattanooga Sports Ministry to provide summer enrichment and sports programs for at-risk youths residing in some of the area's inner city neighborhoods. To register for the Family Fun 5K run, or to find out more about the Chattanooga Sports Ministries, visit Chattanooga Ministry, let's see, chatsportsministries.org. That's chatsportsministries.org. Chatsportsministries.org. You know, they say we're starting to run out of all of the different names that we can use. When you see how creative some people start getting, you're kind of like, how can they ever run out? Anyway, going on from there, let's see. Of course, if you're, you've also got the Chattanooga Department of Youth and Family Development, which is basically the different rec centers around town. They're going to be offering free line dancing classes at several different locations over off of Brainerd Road for the Brainerd location at 1010 Northmore Road, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The Glenwood Center at 2610 East 3rd on Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. East Chattanooga, which is 2406 Dodson Avenue, Saturdays at 10 a.m. And the Chattanooga Fitness Center, which is located next door to the zoo, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:15. So if you've wanted to learn line dancing, either just to be able to learn how to dance, or if you just want something that's actually pretty good exercise, there you go. The South Chattanooga Youth and Family Development Center also offers free therapeutic art classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. These art workshops can help participants of diverse abilities express themselves artistically. So they also offer beginner art classes for adults on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. They can learn to combine a variety of mediums to produce artwork, from using paper, wood, paints, and more. For more information on these and other art classes, you can call 643-6810. The Eastgate Senior Activity Center at 5600 Brainerd Road, which is over in the Eastgate Mall, offers free computer classes on Tuesdays. They have beginner classes from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. and then intermediate and advanced classes from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. So, I know that there's a lot of people out there that are getting computers or maybe smartphones for the first time and don't need a whole lot, but need a little bit going through it. Okay. If you have any questions about this, want to find out more information on free computer classes, just call 855-9444. There again, 855-9444. One thing that's going on slightly out of town, I always like to include one thing that's not right around the corner, but people in the area just might find really, truly interesting. Just south of Chattanooga in Summerville, Georgia, they're having Finster Fest 2015. Now, for those that don't know what Finster Fest is, Howard Finster was a folk artist who lived down in Summerville, Georgia, and he got literally a nationwide reputation for the quality of his folk art. Well, he decorated his house up using folk art, and when he finally died, it was really something else to see. They call it Paradise Garden, and they've offered for years. They've offered tours of it, but the house had started falling into a little bit of disrepair. Well, they've been having these Finster Fests to be able to raise money to fix up Paradise Gardens. Artists, art lovers, music fans, and musicians will all descend upon this Chattooga County location this weekend for a free art and music festival held both at Dowdy Park, which is nearby, and there at Paradise Gardens itself, as part of a campaign to raise more money for the garden's preservation. Finster's Garden has always been a place for the arts. He began to build the garden back in 1961, creating mixed media sculptures and paintings that drew tourists from around the world. Well, part of the problem was the place was actually built on some swampy land that gave problems throughout his life and always threatened his work. Well, he died back in 2001, and fans have fretted ever since over reports of the garden's decline. So, with the help of money raised through these different Finster Fests, they've been bringing it back and saving it. And I've been down there, and it is an interesting place to go to. I mean, it's truly eye-opening. It really is. Now today, streams that were once clogged with silt can be seen flowing and bubbling. Once buried sidewalks sparkle in the sun, thanks to those who have actually dug the mud off the top of them. I mean, people just getting in there and doing the work needed to save this timeless treasure. So, let's see. In fact, they have not only rescued the house and grounds itself, they've actually just finished building an extensive welcome center with information on Howard Finster and of Chattooga County itself. So if you are interested in going to this, Finster Fest 2015 will be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and noon to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Admission is free. There again, can't get better than that. Free admission. And it's a nice drive down there too. You know, just a nice country drive down there. It's not like you're out on a super freeway zipping along 70 miles an hour, not being able to see anything. It's a nice, pleasant drive down there. Plus, once you get there, you've got all sorts of different entertainment as well as the Paradise Gardens itself. There at Dowdy Park, starting at 1 p.m. on Saturday, you're going to have groups like Graham and Van, Justin Brown, Arlo Finch, Little Country Giants, and Russell Gully. On Sunday, Vic Burgess, Donnie Davis, and Muletide and McGizzy will perform. There at Paradise Gardens itself, Laney House and friends will entertain on both days. So there again, this is something that's worth driving out of town for. Well, there's even more going on around town, but that's the list that I've got right now. Like I said, if you ever know of anything going on, give us a call up here at the station. We will be glad to even put you on so that you can tell people about what's going on in your neighborhood. If you're in South Pittsburgh, Soddy Daisy, even over in Cleveland, Tennessee, we don't care. Give us a call at 800-8949, and we will let you tell people about your event. Because like I said, sometimes it's those little events that can be the most fun. You've got a church putting on some sort of festival, let us know. Got a concert going on, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're here for you, the listener. So there again, our station phone number is 423-800-8949. Well, one interesting little tidbit of news that just came across our desk. Former Senator Rick Santorum has formally launched his presidential bid in Pennsylvania this afternoon. Well, that is a crowded ticket getting going there. You've got Republicans coming out of the woodwork left and right wanting to run for president. Some of them I don't know about, but there's a few in there that would be a good choice, especially compared to what we've got in there right now. And I'll tell you what, listeners may remember that I went up to the NRA convention about a month back in Nashville, and they had a number of the guys that are interested in running for president that spoke there. And although he was not considered a likely runner at the time, Rick Santorum did speak to the NRA crowd, and I was highly impressed with this gentleman. He's got good moral values. The only reason he dropped out of the race the last time around was because his youngest child got extremely sick, and it was more important for him to take care of his family than to be out on the road. Family first. And that's one thing that you've got to appreciate about anybody, when they put family first. And that's what these weekends do. When you have something going on in the weekend, take your family, because family is what matters most. Thanks for listening to Weekend Roundup. We'll be with you tomorrow for Cowboy Up with Tex.
Right now, you can save half off at hotnewstalkradio.com. Go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click half off for exceptional deals on new and pre-owned unique quality items for Hamilton County residents only. Save half off at Jet's Pizza, golf clubs, coffee, tea, a real sword, jewelry, and much more. It's half off. Go to half off at hotnewstalkradio.com right now, then click on half off to save big. Be sure to join us live Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. as we bring you lots of fantastic deals right here. AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio. HotNewsTalkRadio.com and half off.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
If you have the DT, the shit, because your phone is on the fritz, you have nomophobia. You need help. Your telecom doctor is in. Cell surgeon at Northgate Mall. Cell Surgeon yanks open the ribcage of your phone, pries out the dead heart, and puts in the beating life that you lead on your cell phone. Broken screen, phone not charging, water damage, battery given out? Cell Surgeon in Northgate Mall next to Old Chicago Pizza.